Hello, my name is Vicki Reiner, and I'm a teacher of clairvoyance. I'm also a clairvoyant reader and a healer, and a hands-on healer. And so you're probably wondering, what is clairvoyance? Sometimes that's a little bit of a mixed understanding. So basically what clairvoyance is the clear seeing. It's part of our psychic abilities. It's the sixth chakra right here. And so this is the inner eye. And the study of this is when we begin to move from using our outer eyes into our inner eye, and the two come together. So I have a method where you can actually learn this. And this is really normal. It's common to everybody. You are born with this ability. I have no ability that anybody else in the world doesn't have. Literally, if you have a body, you have the ability. But I've developed, and I really love teaching people to begin to open that so that you can become more of who you are. And so this is the sixth chakra is clairvoyance. And it, like I said, it's part of your psychic abilities. And you have a psychic ability in every one of your chakras being the 7 energy centers of your body. And your sixth chakra is particularly useful to begin to know yourself in an inner roadmap, because seeing is believing on the inner world as well as it is on the outer world. So if I can begin to teach you to see energy, and I can pretty much do that in about 4 weeks, then you can become really knowledgeable, and you become, I don't have to convince you of anything. You know what you're seeing. You can see energy, and suddenly this other world becomes real to you, which you're using all the time anyway. So I want to say just a little bit of a word about the word psychic. So the word psychic is often a very confused word. And really what it means is of the soul. That kind of changes it, doesn't it? It's a little easier to hear it. Mm-hmm. So it really means of the soul. And so this is really a study of the soul. I teach it from the sixth chakra because this is the most neutral place in the body. I could teach it from any of the other chakras, but that gets a little more confusing. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about today was clairvoyance and the second chakra. Now the second chakra is down here in your belly, like right below your belly button. That's your second chakra. And your second chakra has a lot of really wonderful abilities in it. And one of them is your emotions. And it is also your sexuality. It's also your creativity. So from a clairvoyant point of view, when we really begin to see energy, there's not a whole lot of difference between your creativity and your sexuality. All of it is a spark of life. And so if you're creating life, it always takes that sexuality and the body, it takes the creativity, and it also takes that spark of spirit. And so this is a beautiful combination that happens in the second chakra. One of the things that I always notice is that there's a lot of sexuality in the second chakra for women, and there's a little more sexuality for men in the first chakra, which is at the base of the spine. So, where am I?
Body-based spirituality.
Okay.
And Tantra. What brought you here?
Yeah, so one of the beauties of the clairvoyant work that I really love is that it's a way of bringing more of yourself into the body. So we're clearing the energy that's not you, the things that you have thought were you or took into the body at some point in some way, and we're releasing that and we're bringing more of you in. And so one of the things I have found, other than clairvoyance, that I've been exploring recently is the practice of Tantra. And Tantra is also a body-based spirituality. So this really includes the body and sexuality and your emotions, and it really excludes nothing and becomes everything in your expression of yourself and your expression of your divinity. And that fits beautifully with what I do as well, and gives so much permission for us to explore even deeper this idea of our sensuality, our sexuality, and this idea of pleasure in the body. Instead of separating this idea of spirit being beyond us, and we can have it only when we can get up in the upper realms and get out of our bodies. No, no, no. We can have it now. We can have it in the moment. We can have it in this body, and any second that we want it. We have pleasure to grab. We have pleasure to have with another human being. We can connect. We can have relationship. We can have intimacy on a whole different level, not just a spiritual connection, but an actual physical connection, and everything in between. So I've really enjoyed playing with the art and joy. I don't want to call it a science. I was going to say science, but it's really not. It's just whatever it is. It's just truth. It's just love. It's just fun. It's play. So I really invite, as a adjunct to what I teach also, is to explore Tantra as a place to open up and really clear, because that's what I'm all about, is every single chakra is clearing. And that's what I did. I went into this to actually clear the second chakra and the first chakra in a way where my body can be freer and more expressive and more in love.